Beckett, and I'm in the 7th grade, and this is my second year here at Central Florida Leadership Academy. I'd like to thank all the judges for coming out today for judging our speeches. We really all appreciate it. My speech is titled, Walk a Mile in Their Shoes, to Understand Hunger in America. Everyone thinks of hunger as just giving those who need food more money, but it's so much more than that. In the U.S., the government gives money to those who qualify to buy food, but money is only one piece of the puzzle to solving hunger. If someone needs government assistance for buying food, then chances are they may have just as hard of a time to even be able to buy food. So now, let's imagine walking a mile in a person's shoes who needs food. Have you ever had your car break down? What do? How do you get to the places where you need to go? This is how a person who's hungry might be all the time. If they can't afford food, they probably don't own a car. Or if they do, they don't have gas money to get to the store and buy food. So what other choices do they have? Maybe walk? Is there a grocery store close enough to walk to? From my house to the nearest grocery store is a 34-minute walk. You might be thinking that's not so bad. But think about how many groceries you can carry at a time. Milk is less expensive in a gallon than 2 half gallons, but that's really heavy compared to just buying a half gallon than another one. And frozen food is to stay frozen, so if it melts, it's going to be bad by the time you walk home. So what other options? Maybe you can take a bus. Is there a bus stop close to where you live? Is there even a bus stop that stops near the store? Even if there's a perfect bus stop a block down from where you live, you still got to carry the groceries to and from the bus, which means you might have to take multiple trips during the week or a month, which means more time and more bus fare. Maybe you could ride a bike. I used to ride my bike to elementary school, but just carrying my bag was so heavy that if I slipped, I'd fall right off. So you can't carry much more on a bike than you can walking. And also, if you don't have food, you probably don't have a bike either. I see a lot of local convenience stores like 7-Eleven around, but as my mom continuously points out, most of the stuff you can buy there is just junk food. And what you can buy there is really expensive compared to the store, like a jar of salsa being $4 at 7-Eleven, while at the grocery store it's 2 for $2. To walk a mile in the shoes of the hungry, we need to also consider the different types of people and their living conditions. For example, a single mom. She can't leave her children at home while she goes and shops, and certainly can't take children on a bike. And for the elderly, they get Social Security, but they might not be able to drive or even walk as far as a block to get food. All these things to think about, we're assuming that the person or family had at least a place to live. Imagine a homeless family, or at least a family, or at least a person who doesn't have any resources to even get food money. You can apply for homeless, but you have to get to the place and apply, and also a place to receive mail, or get to a local office and pick up your mail. Which means we're now back to the car, bus, and bike problem. It's just a vicious cycle. There's so many things to think of. What about fresh food storage? As we already touched on earlier, the larger quantity you buy at once, the better the price. But what if you have a refrigerator? This would be particularly true for the homeless. After considering all the obstacles, I think many hungry people or even homeless people buy small amounts of food, which means they get less healthy food and less food for their money. I think that politicians should go out and try to act like they're homeless, because there are examples like at my church where you can do a homeless experience where you act like you're homeless and try to live off the little money you have. It's very, very, very life-changing to do this. And the government needs to understand what the problem is and how to fix it. No one can really understand until they've walked a mile in the shoes of the people who are